So here's what we do know. Kenya has just made its entry into the foray of oil-producing countries. So what does this mean for the country? What prospects are there for oil in other regions of the country? And most importantly, how will this revenue be shared? Pertinent questions that are at the core of Kenya's major find, the dynamics that surround the discovery and its immediate benefits, if any, to the country. Now, you could be wondering what this find really means for the country. Well, oil industry insiders say the development points to a more robust economy going forward.
It's an opportunity to get cheaper oil because it will actually be coming from the host country, i.e. Kenya. The other thing is that once you strike oil, then of course you attract other oil companies, serious oil companies to come.
But before Kenya gets here, there is some substantive groundwork that needs to be covered.
A need to not only come up with a up-to-date, drafted laws, but I think also an element of commitment to enforcement.
Further engagements on the matter must be conducted in a transparent manner and in the interest of the host community and the country at large.
The law in question here could be the Exploration and Production Act, last reviewed in 1986, one that, for example, gives several powers to the Cabinet Minister in charge of the energy docket. It says, for example, that the minister has powers to make regulations with respect to the opening of areas for petroleum operations, procedures regarding the revocation or termination of petroleum agreements. Also, the minister may reserve blocks to be exploited and make regulations which she considers necessary for giving effect to the provisions of this act. It's some of these laws that stakeholders believe may need to be changed to reflect the spirit and letter of the new constitution that placed the mandate of equitable distribution of natural resources and law formulation in Parliament's court. Away from the law reforms, the residents of areas where oil is produced stand to gain a lot from the discovery of oil. Oil prospects are not the preserve of Turkana County. Several other areas have potential to produce the black gold.
Turkana falls in one of the, in the sedimentary basins, which is a tertiary rift. We have Mandera, we have Anza, and we have Lamu. And from those basins, then we have various exploration blocks. And I think currently they stand at about 46.
All of which portend various benefits for the locals. But how will this be shared? Well, the oil exploration company currently investing its resources in the capital-intensive undertaking in the area will first have to be compensated through what is referred to as cost oil once production begins.
Then whatever is left from that is the profit oil. And that profit oil is then what is shared between the contractor and the government, in this case the government of Kenya.
The bottom line is that the Constitution demands that all benefits once the oil production starts should accrue to the host community, the government and all Kenyans. But the country will have to wait a little longer before this is achieved.
It will take at least not less than 5 years.
Willis Raburu, Citizen Live at 9.